Hey, it's the Fish Guy. Education is one of the keys to simplicity in aquarium ownership. So today we're here for another reviews and how-tos, simplifying aquarium ownership for you.
Hey guys, I'm Dan, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about the filtration line that we carry for some of our tanks, show you why we use it and how to take care of it. So on most of our tanks that are 90 gallons or under, we'll use what's called hang-on-the-back filtration, which is these guys here, and we use the Marineland Emperor line and the Marineland Penguin line. Both of them are designed very similarly, so I'm just going to show you guys an example of one of them, show you some of the features on it, and then we'll get to taking it apart and taking care of it. There's a couple cool things about this. It is designed to just hang on the back or the side of your tank as you want, and this input here pulls water from the middle of the tank, brings it up through the filter, pushes it back out. One cool thing on this is it actually has a little notch there, and you can make it so that it actually pulls in water from the center of the tank as well, which helps with circulation in the tank. Another neat thing, if you look at the filtration cartridge holder here, the cartridges actually have mechanical filtration on the front and then carbon filtration already built into it, if you look in the back there. So it's actually easier to remove and replace than if you had something like a 3-stage filtration unit. It slides right in here through these grooves and actually gives you an extra open space there. So if you wanted to put in chemical filtration, something like Purigen or additional carbon, you could slide it right in the back there too, and the filter holds it in place. And one of the best things about these filters is this really unique design of what's called a bio wheel here. And this is a super high surface area material. And what it does is it holds beneficial bacteria that are used to break down wastes in your tank. So as fish produce waste and food breaks down, etc., it can create toxic chemicals, so that bacteria gets held here, breaks those chemicals into something less toxic, and helps keep your water clear and healthy for the fish. A really neat thing about this is you actually never need to service it. It doesn't ever get clogged. It never needs to be replaced. As long as it's spinning, it's good to go. One thing that's important to do is maintenance on your filter. So while we replace the filtration in it, just the cartridges, every 2 weeks in our tanks, every about maybe a month or two or as needed, you're going to want to clean out your filter as well. And that is really easy with these guys. So these things pop apart super simply, and you could take something like a toothbrush or a pipe cleaner to clean inside of it. And then you can even take off this entire section here. And the key part to clean is this piece here, which is your impeller. So this is the item that the motor actually spins around, and these little flaps here cause the water to push up through the filter and out back into the tank. These will occasionally get clogged over time with just bacterial buildup as your filter is running and just other things that get caught in it, maybe a piece of a plant or something like that. So it is really important to keep this clean. If you clean it preventatively, it can also help it from getting damaged. If too many things get clogged in it and it continues to turn, it can harm the impeller and you need to replace it. So if you clean it every once in a while, that'll help the longevity of your filter. So all you got to do is just pop it out, take a toothbrush or a pipe cleaner, clean it off, rinse it off, and then it slides right back in here. So before placing the impeller back into the filtration unit, what you want to do is also clean this well in here. So sometimes things like sand or other sediment can get clogged in there, or bacterial buildup as well. And keeping that area clean will also help the function of your filter and the longevity of it. So you can do that by just taking some water and swishing it around in there. You can hit it with a toothbrush too, and then just dump that out, give it a rinse, and you're good to go. This then slides back into place, and then you can pop your filter back together. All right, so a couple tips and tricks for taking care of your filter. When you set it up on your tank, you want to definitely make sure that this intake here is not touching the substrate or the sand in your tank. That is because if this starts to pull up sand and it gets into your filter, it can actually damage your impeller and cause it to stop working. What you want to do is leave 3 inches between the gravel level, the sand level, and the bottom of this. And if you need to, you can actually cut this pipe here to change the length of the pipe. If you ever notice that your bio wheel here is not spinning, that is cause for concern. You want that spinning so that it's most efficient. what you can do is take it off, and then there are these pieces here, which commonly get lost. First, just make sure that they're there. And then also make sure that they are both pushed all the way to the bottom so that the biofilter is level, and that'll make sure that it's spinning properly. If for some reason you did need to clean it, like it got really, really gunked up, you want to make sure that you do it by filling up a bucket with aquarium water from that aquarium and then just rinse it off in there. Because if you were to wash it in tap water, you can actually kill off some of the good bacteria and make your filter less efficient and even cause your tank to recycle. If you ever noticed that your filter was making noise, not running properly, what you first want to do is check to make sure it actually has water running through it. So make sure it's filled up. And if there is water still pushing through it, what you would want to do is then go ahead and clean the impeller like I discussed previously and make sure that everything is locked and clicked back into place. You can also replace the impeller if it ever gets damaged. All right, so overall, these are really excellent filters. And if you're choosing one for your tank, you want to make sure that you have one for the right size. So the manufacturer will actually give you a recommendation for which size of tanks that they can use. But here at Something Fishy, we actually like to size up so that we have our tanks over-filtered rather than under-filtered. Something that also complements a hang-on-the-back filtration very well is a UV filter too. So you should check out that video as well.
Check out our YouTube channel at YouTube.com/FishGuyTV. Give us a call at 877-FISH-TALK or drop us a line at support@somethingfishyinc.com. We look forward to connecting with you.